Hi, I'm your goddess Nazca, here where truck all mad. We're reacting to...
The new FLEEKZOID talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows that came out yesterday. That I wish
I still wish we got our Afro Samurai game to work.
Still working on that.
Ugh. You've been buying like so many different like splitters and trying to get it to work. Now we got it to the point where it's hooked up to our PlayStation 3 to the OBS, and it will come on, but then it just blinks in and out of existence.
Maybe it's a setting I gotta go through and mess with something later.
Why does PlayStation 3 have to be such a pain?
Anyway, so
Don't have this issue with the 2.
well, 2's different.
And no, 2's better. Superior 2.
Suppose this is the biggest bomb drop on Japan since 1945.
Yay. Let's see how
Yo,
bad.
what's up, player? Sorry, I was just practicing my Japanese. Pips, we did it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a hit. Our stock is zooming, so it's actually in the flea fold. Tell them we got another
Ow, I gotta turn it down though. It's a little loud.
It is?
In my ear. Sorry.
I don't know what loud is.
I'm gonna turn it down to like 80. There, that's better.
Gling.
You can hear it, right?
I can hear it.
million players. Hell, make it 2 million more players. Fuck them, they can't prove anything. It works. The stock is skyrocketing because that's what I do. Go get yourself a snail, Pierre. You earned it. You could also have a negative $2,000 raise. Eat shit and die. Hi, we're flicking over the little guy, and our consultant division was hired a few years ago to help Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed Shadows.
That's the gameplay.
Was that modded at all, or is that guy supposed to be Neki?
I don't know.
The smash hit it is today. In
Yep,
fact,
he's naked.
you're fired. The game was too successful. We can't afford you anymore. Which actually leads me to my next point. A disturbing amount of you seem to think that this major success will allow the 19,000 people working here to keep their jobs, and unfortunately, that's just not true. Notice how that number doesn't say number 1?
Second highest.
Oh.
They're doing creative wording, basically bullshit on paper.
Lovely. Hey, isn't that similar what the Snow White's doing?
Which I'll be reacting to next.
Yeah.
The last time 2 bombs that big or dropped back to back, it was in 1945.
In day 1 earnings? Well, that means we'll be laying off at least a couple thousand Frenchmen, and we'll be replacing them with several more sweatshops. And just as a little side note on all that sweatshop business, we are deeply disturbed that word got out about that. Why the hell do you think we hired them? Because they tuck them in at 5 o'clock and have an office wine cooler? We already tried that, and look at how that worked out for us. We got Frenchies starting a revolution every other goddamn day. You know what the nice thing is about sweatshops? They don't pay them enough to buy picket signs, allegedly, from what I hear people say this. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna.
I gotta know.
Thanks to the success of the game, Piendang is gonna get a 2-cent raise on the next one. Of course, that's gonna be monthly though.
Yeah, I gotta know. Was that modded, or is he supposed to be Neki? I need to know.
I think he's supposed to be Neki.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It is a thing.
That keyboard brokey.
What is going on with the keyboard here?
I told you it brokey.
Alright, try again.
Oh, not daily. The rest of that profit goes to me. I have 3 ex-wives to feed. Speaking of which,
Yay.
you're also fired. My marriage was too successful. I'm getting a divorce. Your salary is gonna help my losses. Now, flashing back to my years when I was working on the game, my role as chief consultant of dumb fuckery was problem solving. The first problem I noticed, too many French people, so I said, hit the snail trail, Pepe's. Next order of business, we're making
But too many French people working on it.
this one another
I
RPG.
know.
Nothing says Assassin's Creed. Like
Stinky
walking into a
cheese.
base, everyone's within level range, but then you get to the target and he can one-shot you with a rock. This is fun.
Oh.
As long as you don't know what that word means or what it feels like.
Did it even
Now, on the point of
hit?
hating our customers. In the Steam review.
Samurai ninjas.
Ninjas assassins. What? It's a rock.
He got killed by a rock.
I don't even think it hit him when he died too.
This game supposedly this game they delayed it 6 months to fix the bugs.
They fixed nothing.
with every Ubisoft
See,
game.
our
People are always
thing's
complaining
messing
about
up.
how we're forcing a second launcher on them, which is why we're gonna force a third launcher on them. Fuck them. But it's only gonna be a launcher for all the shitty Assassin's Creed games. I want to make a clear line in the sand so that new players don't wander off to a better game that we haven't monetized.
Go to a better game.
I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna switch up. What's
What?
the other?
What
Nothing,
are you doing?
nothing.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Out the
Shit
ass.
not
Did the Black
working.
Flag have sold the cut the box? That's a great question, Pierre. I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self: make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's. Reminder: we are a
Huh.
forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle
shit.
that.
You're breaking it. What is going on? I'm telling you, we need a new keyboard and mouse.
I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self: make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's.
That's sad.
Yes, that is very sad.
All I see in Ubisoft is an identity crisis from the past couple years.
I would
Ubisoft-
ask where the tits are, but
I know in Japan, especially feudal era, I doubt there were very thick people back in the day. But come
True.
on.
give me my boobas.
Reminder: we are a forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle that lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. I got him getting cold. Why would you make the dude protect?
Ubisoft, I gotta read that.
Oh, double. Yeah.
Forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle
That's
that
what I was saying. Five former Ubisoft executives arrested and sexual harassment and cancel. Good job.
Sweep. He's back.
Brewski. You didn't miss much.
lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. I got him getting cold.
Give her.
How would you make the dude protagonist also Japanese? We already have a Japanese. Listen,
And you sped it up.
Talking about how they love brotherhood, right? Well, why don't you put a brother in the hood? Huh? It'll be like Twins with Danny D. The fans are gonna love it. They did not. And whenever he fights, I want you.
I mean, black character, feudal Japan. I mean, that's already
Out there.
No, I was gonna say that's already a work of fiction, and they won't give me big boobies.
Gonna blast the loudest rap music you got, but not in a racist way. We here at Ubisoft are
Winner.
not
Yep.
racist.
Yep.
So in the least racist way you can. Whenever Yasuke shows up on screen, I want you to be blasting that trap music as loud as you can. And I'm not talking
Yay.
I'm talking straight up
What
SoundCloud
the-
trap beats
Oh.
with a harp mixed in. I want this shit to sound like Lil Ricefield is just off camera with
He
an
broly hugged him.
Did he crack his back? Is all he did?
Oh yeah, you gave him some chiropractic goodness. How nice.
Sonic ASR. And in the cutscenes, when everything should be all quiet and dramatic, I want you to play the weirdest shit you got.
Seriously?
That does.
That was actually in the cutscene.
What? No. No.
Well,
Why?
I want to Busty Ninja. I want to play Dead or Alive. Have you ever played any of the Dead or Alive games?
No.
Doesn't fit the
I've seen them,
setting,
I've
the
never played
scene,
them.
or anything. It's perfect. God, these juices are just flowing today. You go fire somebody. You go make something shiny. You go add 1 million players. God, I'm a genius. Now let's talk about the
Okay,
gameplay.
yeah.
We're gonna do a brand new take on the new system where we return to form by changing nothing. Can we all agree on this? All right, nice, but we need to
The
make
French
these two
ruin
characters
everything.
feel distinct. But equal, not in a racist way. Which is why no ass Nawe will be
fighting.
great at everything except
Is
combat,
it?
and Yasuke will be a little bitch that can't even
Remember-
climb a rock.
Remember we reacted to him talking about that one weird pirate video?
Yeah, I know, the pirate Yakuza, right?
Yeah.
Unless you don't want him to climb a rock, then he'll be able to climb a fucking rock. I want this man to
Cool.
be like our expert plus difficulty, kind of like that fractured
That's
but whole difficulty system. Right
amazing.
around that 15-hour mark where you're getting bored of the repetitive gameplay loop, I want to cure that boredom by giving you even less gameplay options. You want a new mechanic? Pull out your credit card. Don't have the money? Find a country with flexible labor laws, start a sweatshop, sweatshop and all give us some money. So that Spartan kick's been our crutch for the last 3 games, and it's getting old. That being said, we haven't had a new idea come out of this company in 10 years, and I wouldn't want to break the streak. So just make the kick send these rice farmers into the stars!
Wait, is that an actual glitch?
That's some Fallout level of glitchery.
Listen, I got a tea time at 6.
Okay,
We
that's
really
kinda
gotta. Let's
cool,
just
though.
stop developing the combat halfway, alright? But Saul, this is a return to form. Shouldn't we have all these mechanics? You're not even speaking American anymore. Listen, we don't have to worry
Yay.
about putting in the other half of the gameplay because it rains. Besides,
Hey,
people don't want flow.
rains.
They don't want a unique identity. They want something that feels like nothing. And I don't mean unique. I want to remind them of that empty void where their soul used to be, so they fill that void with cash shop
Well,
items instead of
sucks.
combat. The old power fantasy combat made them feel
Garb.
big and strong. Sarah, look at me. I want them to feel small. And forget flow. Make it all stuttery. I want it stuttery as hell. I've got a nephew with a stutter. He can't say
Oh, that's kind of jarring. You see it when it goes zit zit.
Yeah.
It's like a weird like cut.
Again, they paused this game for 6 months to fix the quote-unquote...
They didn't cook it enough.
yes
6
without
months
making it a
wasn't cooking
10-syllable
enough.
word. Use that as your inspiration. I'll send you a tape later. Speaking of no flow, let's talk about that stealth right now. I want that assassination button to only work half the time. Half the time I want the
Half the
prompt to
time,
assassinate
huh?
in Assassin's Creed to either not assassinate or not show up at all. I want half the encounters to play out like this. Did I just catch you trying to assassinate shit? I want them to stand around with their dicks in their hands waiting to assassinate in Assassin's Creed. You can assassinate
When Daddy Ubisoft says you can.
well, so we at least add all these mechanics back from the original games. No, you don't understand. We
Sheesh.
let them lay down. They don't get anything else. Don't overthink this, guys. These people will buy anything. In 15 years, we'll be selling a JPEG called Assassin's Creed. Fuck you, give me your money. And the
Yeah.
Modern gaming, baby.
I've lost all hope in
people would
gaming.
still pay us $90 for it. Reminder, the poor core is feeling stiffer than our executives when they get near the secretaries. Add more flips to distract. Next thing, some guy came up to me the other day and told me we should make a great 12-hour game instead of 80 hours of pondering the rope, so I shot him. But don't worry, I
More Assassin's Creed. Why?
shot him in the game, so it only did 10% of his health. Our games aren't meant to be enjoyed, they're meant to be endured. What are we gonna do, make a memorable short campaign, sell 5 million copies in the first month, and
Oh, hey.
Working on Space Marine 3 announced. Ooh.
Ooh. They might butcher it.
immediately get a sequel like some fucking chode? No! I want to lock all your abilities behind 50 fetch quests, and when you go to do that
Oh.
meditation quest as a break from all the fetch quests, I want it to trigger a flashback to that one time where you did a fetch quest. Eat a dick! No, not literally, Yasuke. Don't look at me like that. Stop that. I want to beat the fans down with monotony until they buy the Yasuke farting Vent Clouds bundle out of some confused idea that that'll bring them joy. Think about it like
What?
How much do you
For-
want to bet that they fight any modding on it?
Oh, I guarantee you they do. For the Emperor.
Ugh. Burn it to
this.
the ground.
For just $20, you could help me furnish my yacht with high-end Dutch prostitutes. Every day, when no one buys a microtransaction, one of our executive goes without a line of coke up his nose. Will you be our snow angel? Then just punch in your credit card and buy any one of these bundles. Speaking of people that need help, the enemy AI programming has been slowly degrading for the last 10 years, and the dev team was
no.
asking earlier if they should spend any time fixing it. So here's what I'm thinking. Fuck them, fuck 'em.
Great
All right, I'll lay 'em all
move.
off. That's what I thought. Sorry, those are just some associates of mine. I thought I'd put that on vibrate. All right, I had some ideas for the story. First off, my wife's had 100 rounds of Botox in our last 2 years of marriage. I haven't seen her emote in years. Use that as the
Welcome,
inspiration
Whoopi.
for the facial
We're laughing at the downfall of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ciao.
animations. I'll send you a tape later.
But I can fight.
My pain is constant and sharp.
Actually, I'm already looking at a cutscene right now. I can't tell whether she's happy.
This looks like shit.
It does. Fun story. We were actually just finishing the Devil May Cry anime before we started streaming.
And the CG in that looks better than this.
Well, it's animated. It's trying to be realistic. It's realisticing. It's failing miserably. But yeah, the Devil May Cry anime was really good.
Can I tell you my secret? No.
I like secrets.
Be sad or needs to take a shit. You guys nailed it. Forget what I said. Second, with the GDP of Bosnia invested into this game already, I think the voice acting is where we need to start pinching our pennies in our story-focused game. Have any of you ever heard of AI? It's like a digital robot sweatshop. It's brilliant. Future Fleek here. Now, I can't say whether or not we use...
Has 30% of Ubisoft stocks. RIP Ubisoft.
Yeah.
the AI, but I will say the end result was indistinguishable from a high-end actor such as Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Check this out.
Karate, judo, sumo, samurai.
Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru.
I turned it off.
The Scary Movie. I think that's Scary Movie 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Here you go.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm.
Now on a real...
Was that real?
That's the actually in the game. Keep in mind, voice actors are on strike now because they want to get paid more. I have a video on that. Yeah.
Wow. That was disappointing.
That was... She put her heart and soul into that. How dare you?
Oh, the one is a
I want you guys to get your lawyers ready to sue anyone that harasses Ubisoft employees.
Oh yeah, that was another thing going around. Ubisoft.
That person. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Ubisoft is reportedly enlisting a team of lawyers to sue players who harass Assassin's Creed servers developers. What is their definition of harassment?
Telling them they're bad at what they do because they
That
is.
harasses Ubisoft employees. I want the whole world to know that the only people who can harass Ubisoft employees is Ubisoft. Please, everyone, the applause is really unnecessary. I'm but a humble man of the people, the higher tax bracket. I put on my Prada slippers one.
Wait, whoa, back up. I saw the price of those slippers.
You saw the price of those slippers?
And
What was the price of those slippers? Is the price right?
I put on my Prada slippers.
$1,250, huh?
For one paycheck, I could buy these leather slippers.
Why? They're eggy.
One
That's a leather?
Sudanese leather monk strap at a time, all right? And that's
It's the
how
fanciest
I made
leather
this
ever.
game the success that it is today. AC Shadows is such a success that our 18,000 employee company just got cut.
Hell yeah.
So, Assassin's Creed Schedule 1. What the?
You're breaking things. Yay! Hooray!
Peak players.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
By a game developed by...
Are you sure? Yes.
man named Titan. It's such a success that people can't even run.
Hey, my
Monster Hunter
big
Wilds.
Booba Gooma!
You need to
Gabba.
get those mods to work again.
I got
They're
him back
still
on.
buying it more than Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's such
I didn't
a
make 'em
success,
that
we just
big,
shut
though.
Another studio.
Maybe I
It's such
should've.
a
I didn't
success
find
that
that
we just
one.
became 10 cents bitch. It's such a success that our stock's hitting 5-year low.
$9 for their stocks. Or 9, I think these are euros.
Should we invest?
No. God, no.
Let it burn?
So eat a dick, chuds. Wait until you see how successful we are after Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat.
Are they making
Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat. What? What? He was about to say so. He was about to say Crazy Cat Lady. What?
Lady drops. Maybe strong feminine energy can take us to new heights.
Oh wow!
Right here, Joff. I swear to God, if you don't give this game a...
So apparently their new Assassin's Creed is going to be just purely fiction because they can't write a strong woman.
Yeah.
Lovely, and she's gonna be Cat Lady. Oh, wow.
Well, that was that video.
Thank you for joining us.
We're gonna be right